Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 5 of the chapter coordinate geometry. In this part 5, we will do the problems from the exercise 3.3. Later, we will go for solving some questions from the exemplar problems book of NCERT from this chapter coordinate geometry. Coming to the first question of exercise 3.3. In which quadrant or on which axis do each of the following points lie? Verify your answer by locating them. This is the question. Children, to answer this without plotting -2, 4, let's say it's a point A. It lie on, since negative, positive in the second quadrant. Because of the nature of the points, that is negative, positive, we could say that this point lies on second quadrant. Similarly, point 3, -1, if I call it as B, and its nature is positive, negative, so it lies in fourth quadrant. And similarly, we can start saying rest of the points. Point C has got its y coordinate 0, thus it lie on x axis because its y coordinate is 0. Point 1, 2, if I call it as D, its lie in the quadrant, since it is positive, positive, in first quadrant. Then moving on to the last point, -3, -5, if I call it as E, it lie in, because of negative, negative, in third quadrant. So this is how we answer without plotting them. If I want to verify that where they lie, we will go for Cartesian plane. Here is the Cartesian plane. I have named as point A, B, C, D and E. So A lies in second quadrant, -2, 4. This is the place where A lies. Then B lies in fourth quadrant, 3, -1. This is the place where B comes. C lies on x-axis. This is the point C. 1, 2 lies in quadrant 1. E lies in third quadrant, -3, -5. Here is the point, it is E. So this is how we show them. Then moving on to the question number 2. Question number 2, plot the points x, y given in the following table on the plane, choosing suitable units of distance on axis. Normally we use graph. So the graph standard paper which we use will have 1 centimeter as 1 unit. So need not now worry about the scale there. Now what are the points? Value of x, if it is -2, then automatically the value of y will be considered as 8. So minus 2 comma 8, this ordered pair becomes one of the point. So let us form the points with the help of these ordered pairs. Minus 1 comma 7, 0 comma minus 1.25, 1 comma 3 and 3 comma minus 1. So we have formed points. Now we need to go for plotting them on the Cartesian plane. Let us go for that. Here I have made a point A minus 2 comma 8. From this minus 2 comma 8 lies in second quadrant. If I consider as this 8, so minus 2 comma 8 lies here. Then B minus 1 comma 7, from this I got that also lies in quadrant 2 because of the nature negative comma positive, so it lies here. This is B. Then C 0 comma minus 1.25. Since x coordinate is 0, it lies on y axis. On y axis 0 comma minus 1.25, somewhere between minus 1 and minus 2, let's say it's minus 1.5, and between minus 1 and minus 1.5 it somewhere comes here. So this is the point where C will lie, 0 comma minus 1.25. So from this third order pair we got that C point. D point 1 comma 3, it lies in first quadrant. 1 comma 3, it is easy to show here, it is D. From this fifth ordered pair 3 comma minus 1, let us name this point as E, and 3 comma minus 1 lies in fourth quadrant because of positive comma negative. 3 comma minus 1, this is the E. So this is how A, B, C, D, E are shown from these given ordered pairs. Now with this, children, I have completed exercise questions of 3.3 and the whole questions from the textbook in this chapter, coordinate geometry. So hereafter I move on to the exemplar questions from the same chapter, coordinate geometry. So we have varieties of questions given in exemplar problems book of NCERT. In that, section A contains important points, section B contains multiple choice questions. Based on that, you have got 24 MCQ questions given in the exercise 3.1. Let us solve one by one from this section multiple choice questions. These multiple choice questions and objective type questions are very important for this term 1 exam. Your term 1 exam contains all the questions of the format MCQ either or objective type. Since this chapter is there for the first term, so your focus must be there on this section of MCQs and objective types. Okay, that's why I am exclusively discussing these questions for you. Coming to the sample question. The points other than origin for which abscissa is equal to the ordinate will lie. So it's a very important and very good question. The points other than origin for which abscissa is equal to the ordinate. That means x is equals to y. So this tells us 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 and so on. You know these lies in first quadrant, and if I take negative side, minus 1 comma minus 1, minus 2 comma minus 2, minus 3 comma minus 3, this lie in third quadrant. So I automatically say, if I take Cartesian plane, the points where abscissa is equals to ordinate will lie in first quadrant or in third quadrant. So the right answer is C. Okay. Moving on to the exercise 3.1 MCQ type questions. Write the correct answer in each of the following. Point minus 3 comma 5 lie in the which quadrant? Nature is very simple, negative comma positive. That means it is going to lie on second quadrant. Then second question, sign of the abscissa and ordinate of a point in the second quadrant respectively. This is a reverse of question 1. Second quadrant he is clearly mentioning, so minus comma plus, and very important, abscissa and ordinate. Sometimes this may change, ordinate and abscissa. So see both important terms, in which quadrant, in which order. Normally asked abscissa comma ordinate only. Okay, abscissa comma ordinate means x comma y only. So minus comma plus. The C is the right answer. Point 0 comma minus 7 lies. Third question. You can definitely guess. Here x coordinate is 0, so it lies on y axis. So it lies on the axis, that to y axis, because x coordinate is 0. Moving on to the next question number 4. Point minus 10 comma 0 lie, as y coordinate is 0, it lies on the x axis, and that too now they are saying which direction also. It lies in the negative direction because of this minus 10. Okay, right answer is A. Next, fifth question, abscissa of all the points on the x axis. Abscissa of all the points on the x axis. See, on x axis, if you take any point, it will have x coordinate. So x coordinate will be there and y coordinate only be 0. So x coordinate of any point lying on x axis is not a constant term. It can be any number. It can be positive, it can be negative, but y coordinate is only 0. Since he is asking abscissa of all the points on the x axis is any number, D is the right answer. Coming to the sixth question, ordinate of all the points on the x axis, same on the x axis, ordinate is 0, right answer is A, because the ordinate is fixed, it's 0. If for any point lying on x axis will have its y coordinate or ordinate is 0. So no confusion you supposed to have while attempting such questions. These questions are very important, okay, both for your PT1 as well as for your upcoming term 1 exam. Then moving on to the question number 7, the point at which the two coordinate axes meet is called. Definitely it is an origin. The two coordinates axes will perpendicularly intersect at point called O, which we call it as an origin. Then 8th question, a point both whose coordinates are negative will lie in third quadrant. If coordinates of a point both are negative, third quadrant only. Now points 1 comma minus 1, 2 comma minus 2, 4 comma minus 5, minus 3 comma minus 4. What do you say? Will they lie in the same quadrant? But suppose first, second and third alone are given, I say they lie in the same quadrant, maybe fourth quadrant. But by seeing this fourth point, I say do not lie in the same quadrant because it is negative comma negative, third quadrant, positive comma negative, positive comma negative, positive comma negative. First three points lie in fourth quadrant, only the fourth point lie in third quadrant. So that's why all four, if I see, do not lie in the same quadrant. 10th question. If y coordinate of a point is 0, then the point lies always on x-axis because y coordinate is 0. That's why equation of x-axis is y equals to 0. Equation of y-axis is x equals to 0. Equation of x-axis y equal to 0. Equation of y-axis x equals to 0. These questions are important for class 10th standard. Same chapter you are going to have how 90% of the syllabus in 8th coming as it is in class 9th, and similarly this 100% of the syllabus of 9th will come as it is in class 10th, and little further you will learn in class 10th. And not only ends there, this chapter will continue as a separate branch of mathematics in your 11th, 12th. If you go for even in engineering or any other graduation such as BSc Maths, you will have definitely this chapter will getting widen and widen in depth, okay, as a separate branch of mathematics. So be thorough and have complete basics learnt properly. Question number 11. The points minus 5 comma 2 and 2 comma minus 5 lie in the not same quadrant. Not in the same quadrant. So A is eliminated. Now minus 5 comma 2 lie in second, 2 comma minus 5 fourth. Second and fourth respectively. C is the right answer. Then moving on to the question number 12. If the perpendicular distance of a point P from the x-axis is 5 units and the foot of the perpendicular lies on the negative direction of x-axis, then the point has, very good question children. Now for this, let us visualize the Cartesian plane. Point P is 5 units away from the x-axis. You know x-axis, this is x-axis. From this x-axis, point P is 5 units away. Maybe point lies in the above x-axis or below x-axis. That we will decide now reading next. The foot of the perpendicular lies on the negative direction. That means negative direction of x-axis. On that you have the point P lying. Means it can be from this side or from this side. So a point P, if I consider here in second quadrant, 5 units away from the x-axis, then 5 units away from the x-axis, that means here is a 5. Foot of the perpendicular lies and not here, it's a negative direction. In the negative direction it is, or it can be from this side also. This y coordinate is minus 5. Whenever I have the perpendicular distance from a point to x-axis, then definitely y coordinate is given. It can be plus 5 or minus 5. That is first one thing. And the foot of the perpendicular lies on the negative direction of x-axis. That means it can be from the second quadrant or third quadrant. Now, the point has x coordinate minus 5. No, it cannot be said. X coordinate we cannot say. Y coordinate 5 only. No, it cannot be said. Y coordinate minus 5 only. That also we cannot say. Because foot of the perpendicular drawn from a point P to the x-axis, that perpendicular distance is touching the negative direction, is not making it clear whether the value of y is plus 5 or minus 5. So the right answer is D only. Plus or minus 5 is the right answer. Okay. This foot of the perpendicular lies on the negative direction of x-axis is a extra information which confuses you. In spite of giving that, we won't get clarity of value of y. Okay. So moving on to the 13th question. On plotting the points 0, 0, that is origin, 3, 0, point A, 3, 4, C, 0, 4, joining OA, BC, OB, OA, BBC and CO, which of the following figures forms? Definitely rectangle. You plot it and you will see. Okay, you will definitely get rectangle. Okay. Then moving on to the question number 14. If point P minus 1, 1, Q 3, minus 4, R 1, 1, 1, minus 1, S minus 2, minus 3, T minus 4, plus 4 are plotted on the graph. Then points on the fourth quadrant are. Then the points on the fourth quadrant. So negative, positive lies in second quadrant. This S lies in third quadrant. Minus 1, 1, P lies in second quadrant. Plus, minus only Q and R lies in fourth quadrant. So right option is B. Next, 15th question. If the coordinates of 2 points are minus 2, plus 3, minus 3, 5, then the abscissa of P minus abscissa of Q. See, abscissa of P is minus 2 minus of abscissa of Q is minus 3. Now on simplification, minus 2 minus of minus becomes plus 3. Minus 2 plus 3 is plus 1. This is B is the right option. Now question number 16. P 5, 1, Q 8, 0, R 0, 4, S 0, 5 and origin 0, 0 are plotted on the graph paper. Then the points on the x-axis are, see, very simple, need not be plotted at all. Watch where the y coordinate is 0. Y coordinate is 0 in obviously origin, y coordinate is 0 in Q, and rest of the questions y coordinate is some number. So since they said lying on x-axis, y coordinate is 0 only in Q and origin. So right option is D. 17th question. Abscissa of a point is positive in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay. Then moving on to the question number 18. The points whose abscissa and ordinate have different signs will lie on different signs. Same sign in first, same sign in third, different sign in definitely second and fourth. Second and 4th. So D is the right option. In the figure 3.1, coordinates of P, very simple, -2 comma +4, -2 comma +4 is B. Right option is B. Coming to the question number 20. Question number 20, in figure 3.2, the point identified by the coordinates -5, 3. -5, 3 lies in second quadrant. This is the point -5, 3. So L represents that. Then moving on to the question number 21. The point whose ordinate is 4 and which lies on y-axis. See children, ordinate 4 lying on y-axis, x must be 0 first point. So 0, 4 is that point. 0, 4 is B. Which of the points P, Q, R, S, T do not lie on the x-axis? See children, if they don't want to, they should not lie on x-axis means y should not be 0. Okay. So y should not be 0 means we have S being y, y coordinate is 0, so it won't. Q having y coordinate 0. So remaining points, that is P, R, T, they lie other than x-axis. So P, R, T is the right option. Coming to the question number 23. The point which lies on y-axis at a distance of 5 units in the negative direction of y-axis is very important question, good question. The point which lies on y-axis, when point is lying on y-axis means x equals to 0, first point. So 0, it has got abscissa being 0 at a distance of 5 units in the negative direction. So on a Cartesian plane in the negative direction lying on y-axis and 5 units. So OY dash is negative direction and this point is 0, -5. So right option is C. So negative direction of y-axis is OY dash and 5 units is -5. The perpendicular distance of a point P 3, 4 from the y-axis. So x coordinate gives the perpendicular distance from a point to the y-axis. So x coordinate is abscissa. So 3 is the right option. That is option A is the right answer. See children, with this I have completed 24 MCQ type questions, and next section C will have true or false types. So I will do one thing. I will discuss these two questions and I will give exercise 3.2 questions. There are 5 true or false type questions as homework for you. Let me check how many of you are following my videos and could respond and give right answers. Okay. In this sample question of true or false type, point 0, -2 lies on y-axis. Here abscissa is 0, definitely it is true, because when x is equals to 0, since x equals to 0, abscissa is 0, point lies on y-axis. Next, second one, the perpendicular distance of point 4, 3 from x-axis is 4 is false. Why? Because from x-axis ordinate is giving the perpendicular distance. Okay, so this is false. Here 4 units is false. It's supposed to be this ordinate. Okay, so this is the discussion about objective type questions from this chapter. Here is the homework for you, exercise 3.2. which you have to say true or false and justify your answer. Okay, justify means you have to write it, why it is false, why it is true. Okay, so these 5 sub questions are homework for you. So with this I will wind up today's session. I hope next week you have periodic test 1, you will be writing well. After that we will be having online classes started, so we may not have this sort of videos prepared and posted for you. We may meet each other in live class directly and discuss upcoming topics. So wishing you good luck for your PT1 exam. Take care of your health. Jai Hind. Thank you.